Next, Xcode.
Alright, today's video is not a vlog. Instead, we are doing something special today. I will be sharing about how I became an iOS app developer at 16 years old. Creating this video is to share about my developer journey so far, but I know I still have a long way to go. This actually helps me to wrap up my learning so far and also allowing me to think of something that I can improve on, and also at the same time share with those who are interested in coding. Let's start. So far, I've created two apps on the App Store, which are Glimpse AR Camera and ReaderX. Wait, Glimpse?
Nani?
Oh, I will talk about it in my next video, so stay tuned. Okay, so quick question: did I earn any money? No, I didn't. Did I get millions of downloads? No. Did I learn something? Is it fun? I will say yes and yes. First question: do you need a MacBook to create iOS app? Yes and no. Before creating an iOS app, you need a tool called Xcode. It is available free on the App Store and only on the App Store to my knowledge. No, because there is such thing called VirtualBox that allows you to download macOS, the operating system, on your Windows machine. But unfortunately, this requires a bit of technical knowledge and it requires some time for you to set up the VirtualBox. But to be honest, at the beginning, I don't really know this thing, so I did bought a MacBook to build an iOS app. Second question: when did I start and how did I learn? To create an iOS app, you need to learn a programming language called Swift. I started to learn this programming language at around 2020, I think. It is around May. I know it's a COVID period, so I don't have to go to school, so I have a lot of time to learn coding. So like everyone else, I start to learn coding from YouTube. There's actually a channel, it's called Code with Quiz, and the videos are very helpful for the beginners to learn how to code. In just about 2 to 3 months, I literally watched all of his videos. But what I realized after that is that the videos are good, but they are not very well structured. I can't find the linkage between the skills that I had learned, so I decided to move on to Udemy. So I did bought a course from Dr. Angela Yu. This is a pretty decent course for intermediate, actually for beginners also. You can buy the course and then learn how to code yourself. So I relearned the entire things, building my fundamental and my basics. The tutorials are pretty well structured, so the learning process is quite smooth for me. Starting from interface, code structure, app design pattern, coding, debugging, all the way until submitting the app to the app stores, even designing the app icons for your app, you can learn from the course. So it's very helpful. After going through all the tutorials, I start to have like the rough idea of creating an app, but it is a totally different story when you start and begin to create an app yourself. Yeah, this is life. So moving on, actually before I created my first app, Glimpse AR Camera, I did join a challenge which is called Swift Students Challenge. Yeah, it's very fancy. The name is very fancy. So basically, every year before the WWDC, don't know what is WWDC, right? So WWDC is the event that you watch looking forward to the new iPhone. Okay, now you know. So before WWDC, every year, Apple will organize a challenge which is called Swift Student Challenge. So you are requiring to build a project using Swift Playground. By the time I joined this challenge, I had just learned Swift for about like 1 to 2 months, so it's actually pretty bad. But actually it's quite good considering someone like me who just learned how to code for like just a while. So you have to submit a project that can experience within 3 minutes. So my idea is about COVID. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's about how people deal with money life and freedom during the COVID period. So I start with some dumb question. Yeah, you can watch the video and you will know how dumb are the questions. Yeah. So
stay at home. How many?
okay, here is the better part. You have to complete some missions just to avoid the virus and collect money. Yeah, I mean quite interesting. A bit. So next mission is to help the doctor to wear the protective gears, and then ending by asking them to follow the protective measures. Okay, this is kind of weird. Obviously, my project never win, but this helps me to improve my coding skills significantly in just 2 weeks. So lastly, I will end this video with my one last tip. So basically, in my secondary school, I have a senior. He is also an iOS app developer, and he is quite famous because of it. By the time I passed through his class, I saw him and then I asked him, "Wow, how you learn how to code? Then why you so popular and so professional?" Then he gave me a very serious answer. I never expected that. He told me this: if you want to create an app, don't think about the money and how to become popular because of creating the app. You need to think how your apps can be useful to the others. Okay, so I never expect that answer, but I always remember that until today. Alright, that's all for this video. In the next video, I will be sharing about the details of my apps, the difficulties that I faced, and also the entire process of creating an app. It was pretty terrible, but yeah, stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Bye.